Multicultural events organized with the cooperation of different societies would strengthen the feeling of the community within the university. If elected, I would dedicate myself to organize such events. An annual calendar of different events would also be published before the international students arrive on the campus. This would make it easier for international students to take part in the major events on campus throughout the year. If re-elected, I will also dedicate my time to campaigning and lobbying for the UK Border Agency and the Immigration Minister to reconsider the position on post-study work visa, family visa, and the dependent visa, which has been ruined now. Finally, there is a wealth of Inuit culture locally. I believe that international students should be given an opportunity to experience during their time at the Swansea University. For more inclusive and enjoyable international students experience, Old Pasha number 1 for international officer. To get the job done, Old Pasha number 1 for international office.
Okay, thank you very much, Mahaboob. Next up, we have Kayla Bates.
Good afternoon. I'm Kayla Bates, and I'm running for the position of International Officer. I first came to Swansea on an exchange program from my home university in Tennessee, and I've returned to complete a postgraduate top master's. With this participation, I'm not only aware of the processes and challenges involved in becoming a international student, but I'm also aware of the excitement, opportunities, and diversity that Swansea has to offer. There is no better time to study and travel abroad than as a student, and I firmly believe that every student in Swansea should have this opportunity. I've spoken to several students who are not aware of what programs will work for their course, when they should go away during their university career, or what sort of fees would be incurred. So if elected, I will seek to improve all the access and availability of this information, as well as advisory services. Additionally, I promise to maintain all of the duties of International Officer, and I will constantly seek to provide any and all help necessary for the integration of all students to the UK, aiding with problems of culture shock, academic or linguistic difficulties, and immigration issues. Especially with ongoing changes in visa regulations, I promise to keep all students informed and prepared for any new fees or application requirements. I understand how difficult it can be to move to a new country, so I'll make sure that international students are provided with access to the best accommodation, transportation, and entertainment available, and that they're made aware of what options there really are. I will especially encourage involvement with all of the wonderful societies and services within Swansea, and with that, I will actively work alongside other officers to ensure that the international student voice is represented and heard. While living in the student village, I know that I was not the only exchange student who often felt disconnected from campus and society life. And as a resident of the majority of international students, I will work hard to improve that connection. Finally, I will provide a helpful and approachable forum for all students from all backgrounds. I will bring a fresh perspective to the Swansea Student Union, and I'll do so with a positive, friendly, and hardworking attitude. So vote for Kayla Bates, International Officer.
Right, on to the 3 questions now, which were pre-submitted. I'll go through each one, and we'll go in alphabetical order. So, the first question is, if elected, how would you engage with international students to ensure that they are aware of all union services and support networks? That's, if elected, how would you engage with international students to ensure they are aware of all union services and support networks? The first person to answer will be Mahaboob Basha.
Well, union support and services, last year when I elected, the international students, I have not known where is the international officer. I made the union has been very open and inclusive, and when I took over along with the society service officer, we had only 62 societies. Today we have 39 international societies and 4 are on process. This is what we brought back to the union, and if you ask the campus 3,000 students, out of, I would proud to say, that's 80% of the students know what's union doing on a campus. So already it's been done, and I will do it soon. I'll continue that one. Thank you.
Thank you, Basha. And next up, Kayla Bates.
I think that's a huge issue. It's something that I struggled with when I was an exchange student. I wasn't very aware of what the union did. We don't have one in my home university. It's about twice the size, so nobody's as involved as they are here. I think email services are great, but I think it needs to go further than that. I think international students should be sort of required to meet, to be aware of what's going on in the university, possibly once per term, maybe once per month, to become aware of what's going on and what's offered, because there's a lot of really great things going on and people just don't know about them, and I don't want them to miss out on that. So I think that everybody should be really better informed and better communicated to what the university can offer.
Okay, thank you, Taylor. The second question for the international candidates is, what ideas do you have for providing fair representation to all international students? That is, what ideas do you have for providing fair representation to all international students? And this time we will start with Kayla Bates.
Obviously, I think every student should have fair representation. I think there shouldn't be any sort of bias available on campus. The international segment of the union will definitely be an open, supportive place. I would totally represent every culture, every faith. I'm very interested in different religions, different cultures. Would definitely help out if there's anything going on to solve the problem and fix it as soon as possible, because that's a huge problem in a lot of cases. So definitely provide just a very open, approachable place for students to come to have issues and to encourage multicultural awareness about everyone, every student throughout the campus.
Thank you.
If you read my manifesto, I have promised. Being in the US on 4 years, I started the International Student Forum, which is going successfully. We have done almost 19 CV workshops for the students, fire awareness, all those workshops. And then also the good thing is, like, in this forum, students bring their issues, which we took forward to the university and the union, which is already been going on the campus, which is very successful. And the multicultural event which is going on, it came from the idea of the International Students Forum. It's already existing. We'll try to sort out the problems which the forum has got. Some more problems I'll try to sort out in the future if I elected. Thank you.
Thank you, Pasha. And on to the third and final question for both international officers. If elected, how would you encourage international students to engage further with sports and societies? That's, if elected, how would you encourage international students to engage further with sports and societies? Mahabub Basha up first.
Okay. Last year, when we took over, there is no special service for the women, specifically international students. Women came for the event. They want a special space to do the events in the sports center. With the support of the AU officer, we have got agreement with the university now. Next year, there is going to be events only for the women, specifically international students. They can have the event. Secondly, we have already planned some events which only for the international students, specifically like football and volleyball. It's already been planned. It's in the agenda. It's going to be after the election. Since the election was, then we couldn't do it. It's on the process. Thirdly, regarding the society service, as I mentioned, we had almost 39 societies, and we are going to have 4 more societies to be registered after the election. Thank you.
Thank you, Mahabub Basha. And Kayla Bates, same question.
As I mentioned, I think it's really important that international students are made aware of what the university has to offer immediately. A lot of people come halfway through the year when everybody's already settled. People have joined sports teams or in societies. And so I think it's hugely important that they're made aware at first thing what they can and cannot do, what they can be involved in. Additionally, I think they get singled out as a minority, international students. But again, they are just students and they should be involved and be encouraged, and I will be there to support and encourage everyone to get involved with everything that the society has.
Okay, that's it for the international candidates. If you'd like to give a round of applause for Mahabub and Kayla. Thank you very much.